You're watching Good Morning Nigeria this beautiful Monday morning, and newspaper review is up next.
All right, and Chukwudi Abuja joins us for the review this morning. Good to see you.
Hello,
You
Victor.
had a great weekend?
Yeah, it was a great weekend, one of help. You know, without help, there's no life. Good morning, Victor.
Good to see you.
Good morning, Jumbai.
Good morning, Mr. Chukwudi.
It's lucky to pair with you again this morning.
Isn't he lucky?
From afar.
Lucky guy.
All right, let's begin with the blueprint. And now the lead story reads, Tinubu ahead of unfolding orchestrated game by America that's credited to presidency to meet Trump soon on genocide claim. We'll defend our country against external aggression, says Fani Kayode. Don't be divided by foreign lies, Sharia Council, CSOs urge Nigerians. You can get details of that on page 8. And just above the nameplate, 85% collapsed buildings linked to low-quality reinforcement. Sun says so, and that's on page 18. And below the nameplate, Ribadu working hard to end insecurity, says APC stalwart. Page 20. And in sports playoffs, Onyedika not 100% fit is credited to coach, and it's on page 32. And two more before we drop this. Dangote Refinery is strategic national asset. And who is saying that? Devakuma, who is the vice president, Dangote Refinery Limited. And finally, from the blueprint, PDP set to appeal court judgment, stopping convention. No hope for party without unity. That's according to former Governor Fayoshi. And that takes us to the Nigerian pilot. Alleged Christian genocide, Tinubu to meet Trump, is the lead story here. FG reacts to Trump's claim on Christian genocide, says Tinubu will meet Trump soon. The government's clarification follows Trump's comments, accusing FG of ignoring attacks on Christians. It's disclosed that planned meeting would focus on counter-terrorism, among others, and Tinubu, Trump have shared interests in fight against insurgency, terrorism against humanity. That's according to Boala. Just above that story, Warri Itakwe train derails 4 days after resumption. It's on page 9. And joining APC in Bayelsa interest, says Governor Diri, is on page 5. And just one more before I let Jumai in. NDLEA uncovers Colorado lab in Lagos. And that's just as NAD strike, FG clears 7-month salary arrears for health workers. Details on page 9.
That's the pilot's newspaper?
Yes.
Okay, that's the pilot newspaper. Let's quickly go to the Daily Times newspaper, and just below the masthead of the Daily Times newspaper, NDLEA intercepts illicit consignments in 7 states. Arrest over 15 suspects. You find the details on page 2. That's a picture story. You see there the suspects with the consignment they were arrested with. And at the bottom plate of the Daily Times, security. Tinubu urged to resist pressure to drop Ribadu as NSA. Details on page 6. Landlords face fresh revenue threat as Lagos moves to strengthen tenant rights. That's very good news for tenants in Lagos, and I hope it spreads to other parts of the country. Details on page 10. Warri Itape train derailment. NRC says passengers safe, suspends operation. And Nigeria targets 3 million barrels of oil daily, 12 billion cubic feet of gas by 2030. You find all the details on page 11. Mr. Chukwudi, another derailment again.
Yeah, it's
4 days after resumption.
It's becoming ridiculous. Not to talk of the danger. First of all, I hope there was no human life lost. There wasn't. But why should it happen again? What is it a function of? Is it that the trains we brought in are substandard? Is it that the gauges, the rail line itself is not well?
No, NRC is saying they suspect vandalism of the tracks.
Okay, then in that case, you begin to ask, what amount of vigilance do we put on those tracks? There's always a solution to every problem, particularly when you identify what your problems are. We have people who want to sabotage this country with whatever means.
By power, by force.
That's the point. So, it's the swallow that said it. Since the hunter has learned to shoot without missing, I too have learned to fly without perching. If I no perch, how hunter would take get me now? So, we don't have excuses when it comes to preserving human lives. The integrity of the rail line has to be assured. The quality of the coaches, everything that goes into rail transportation should not be compromised. Then people to watch over. Because people are from every side trying to take this country down. You begin to ask, why do this to your own country?
And then you say government is not working for
No,
you.
no. You see, I am not one of those who come here and say government is not working. I know things are are bad in this country. Things are not as good as they should be. But I'm also one of those who will tell you, you don't bring politicians to reform in Abuja. That thing where they do from a hamlet nine then carry and come. Yes. Africa should change the way it thinks. Otherwise, it will never leave the doldrums. The kind of analysis I hear on radio and television, many of they don't mean anything to me. We have to all say, may it not happen again, and turn a new leaf, please. Okay. Trump. I don't know. Since when did God make him his battle axe? You know, I don't understand these MAGA people in Make America Great Again people. Ted Cruz is a right-wing person. The senator is. So are many people who support Trump. They tend to go beyond the ordinary in whatever they do. I don't know whether it's for good or bad. But the point is this. Whatever happens, the integrity, the sovereignty of Nigeria should not be compromised for 1 minute.
Not at all.
Insurgency, banditry, each of them is an ill wind that blows no one any good. But for you to come and tell me that Christians are more persecuted than Muslims in what is going on here now. I'm a Christian, but I'm going to tell you, just like the president said about 3 weeks ago, it's a lie from the pit of hell. You don't foist your own analysis on people because you want your own scheme executed. I think America and Nigeria can cooperate so well in reining in this ill wind. But the point is, you don't blackmail the other man in the process of doing what you want to do. And by the way, maybe we should begin to think about ulterior motives. You know how China reined in the Americans the other day?
Ulterior motives.
Yes. You know how China reined them in? China stopped their rare earths going to America. That meant that a good volume of weaponry, computer chips and all that were going to suffer because the rare earth minerals, power them. And Trump went to meet G. Now they have an agreement, a deal. He has popularized the word deal. We don't hear agreement anymore in news writing. It's deal now. Deal. That's the Trump lexicon, But it's okay. The good thing is that we are saying America and Nigeria can cooperate to stop insurgency, do the best we can. I'm not one of those who say, don't bring foreigners to fight insurgency. I don't agree with them. Goodluck Jonathan, 6 months to the election, showed that, call them mercenaries, whatever you call them, there was not going to be election in those quarters. They came in here and registered a lot of success people saw. So what's the pettiness in saying that we don't want outsiders? I don't believe in all that. Get your problems solved whichever way you can, as long as nobody has been undermined in the process. That's the point.
Recruit. Get more boots on the ground.
More boots on the ground.
Good welfare. Take care of your troops. And believe me, these boys will go out. If we can succeed,
in Sierra Leone and
outside
Liberia.
this country, why can't we do it here? It's all about
Our own
political
backyard.
will. And I believe that it will get better.
It's really unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. Landlords face fresh threat revenue, as Lagos moves to strengthen.
You know, Juma, time would always vindicate some of the things I say here. I said Lagos is always forward-looking. And I told you how the rent edict worked when I was in Lagos. They always move ahead of you.
Yes.
Let some small Nigerians keep on saying whatever they say. When your enemy does well, say that he has done well, so that you can even sleep well yourself.
Say it.
Lagos moves ahead of you. All the shenanigans we see on this Abacha Road and all, Abacha Kefi Road, go and do one way in Lagos now.
No, you can't.
Then go check whether your head correct before you pay a hefty fine. They don't care who you are. Why would it not work in other states of this country? Vouloir se pouvoir, to wish or want is to be able. So says the Frenchman. We should stop being hypocritical about certain things. So let them move against the landlords. I am not saying, I hope my landlord is not watching television.
We hope our landlords, but I hope they know, they watch, so that they are
my landlord is a godly man. Let me stop here so that commercial department does not ask me to pay for advertising my landlord. So I like what is happening. What now we need to say is the lawmakers at the national level who said they are going to make sure they peg it at 20% increase in rent. Journalists should not leave them alone. One thing that has made the newsroom uninteresting to some of us is that journalists now can pounce on a story. They do that today, tomorrow they don't follow it up. When you don't trail the news, you're not doing news. You must trail the news. Keep them aware of what they have pledged to do. Keep on following it. What have you done now? How far have you gone? Is it the first reading? Has it happened? Second reading?
Second reading has happened. We're waiting for the third
But
reading.
we keep on flirting with these things.
As we continue to flirt with these things, we'll tell you to also flirtily.
Oh my God, I should flirt out.
At least this didn't come from me. It didn't come from me that I flirt.
You inspired it.
It's okay. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great day.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Nigeria returns after this break. Please stay with us.